Hey everyone, in this video what we're simply going to do is to design a match day fixture or next fixtures of a football match inside of Canva. Everything is going to be done from scratch, so you'd want to stick to the end of this video. My name is Benjamin, and feel free to leave a like on this video just in case you find it helpful. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into Canva. All right, so here we are, and this is what we are actually going to be doing. Okay, and the first thing I'll do is to create a new blank canvas. The dimension I'm using is 1080 by 1350. Just in case you don't know how to find it, come into your home. You should be here. Okay, and just click on create a design and simply search for Instagram as we have over here. As part of the dimensions, you'd see 1080 by 1350. Okay, once you click on it, you should see something like, you should have something like this. Okay, and while it loads up, I just want to let you know that I recently just, I'm just doing some bulk recordings of tutorials, and I made this tutorial and this tutorial, so you should see them. I don't know how they are going to be arranged, but you should see some of them before this particular video. All right, anyway, let's get started. So come into your element, and I'll be working mostly from my recently used images because it'll be easier to find what I use and to help you find the same. Okay, so I'll just scroll down and I would look for some of the textures. So you can simply search for black cement textured background, black cement textured background. Okay, so we'll search for it, and there are so many options we have in here. So all we have to do is to see which one would work well for us. Okay, so we can start with this particular one, which I think is black wall background. So you can right click and set the image as background. Okay, now we want to be able to blend the two images, so I would center this and make the size bigger. Okay, and just crop it, and all I can do to blend is to reduce the transparency. Okay, so something like this should be fine. Yeah, I think this looks very good. Now the next thing I'll need us to do is to add some text. So press T on your keyboard for text. If your T has gone to watch a football match, then please make sure you're finding the text icon over here. Very easy and very simple. Okay, yeah, so do that. Then we can just come into the font options, and I would want us to change the font. So you can look for any long font. So an example can be League Gothic. Okay, so League Gothic, we have this example, so we can just choose it and make the size big. Okay, then all we'll just say is next. Okay, so select all and replace the text to next, something like this is fine. Okay, then we'll just place it here, then duplicate this text. Okay, so duplicate it with Control D. I mistakenly pressed Control F. All right, so that's what you need to do. I want you to be able to see me properly. Okay, I don't know why just for this tutorial I'm struggling.
This world is not my home. I'm just passing through.
Okay, so that's what we have, and we can just change the font of the second one. Okay, so let's just change it, and the font name is called Comforter Brush. Okay, Comforter Brush. And with this, we would first of all make sure your uppercase is turned off, and we'll just say fixtures. Okay, so fixtures, and we will just increase this. Okay, increase it. For this font, we'll change the color to green or any green of your choice. Just choose any color for now. Okay, and the fixtures can be on top, something like this. Now you can search for any photo that has to do with football. It can be a male soccer player, whatever, but the one I'm using is the female soccer player. Okay, that's what I'm going to use for this particular post. So we can see very beautiful. I like the smile, actually very beautiful. So we will remove the background and just allow Canva to do its thing. So we can see Canva has done the work, and we'll just crop it nicely. Now I don't want all her legs to show, so I can just crop this to something like this and come to Philippa. Okay, then we'll increase the size and move it in like this. Okay, and we'd also want to increase the size of this. Okay, just to keep it balanced. Now with this image, it's looking fine, it's okay, but I think we should add some, do some touches to it. So come into edit. Okay, so I'll come into edit and come to adjust, and the adjust, we want to increase the the vibrance first. Okay, then saturation a little bit, Then the clarity also a little bit. Okay, these are the main things just to boost the colors, and the sharpness you can increase it also just a little bit. All right. Right now it looks a bit blurred because Canva is still processing it. That's why it's saying on save changes. Once it's done, it should process it and you should get your sharpness back. But we can't just wait. We will just have to continue. So press R on your keyboard to add a next shape. If you can just crop it like this, and I would crop it all the way here. So now I'll right click on it and come to layer and do send to back, or no, send backward rather. Okay, do send backward and it should go to the back. Then press T on the keyboard again to add another text. And the text we are using is called Gotham, Batman Gotham. Okay, so Gotham, I will place this over here. Now for this, all we want to say is, I'll just say Elite, okay, Elite Pro, to Elite Pro League 2024-2025. Okay. So then we increase the size and just place it here. All right. Now, the next thing we just want to simply do is to add some boxes. Okay. So add any box of your choice, reduce the size. We want to have at least 4 boxes. So I bring this here, duplicate this, bring this here, duplicate, duplicate. Okay. Then you can just select all boxes to make sure that we are arranging them nicely. Okay, so something like this. Yeah, I think it's fine. So this is beautiful. Now, why do we have these boxes here? We want to place some football logos in Canva. Okay, so we are going to be searching for some football logos. And for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be using a generic, some generic logos available in Canva. But if you have specific logos you want to, or football logos you want to work with, you can actually import them in Canva and use them. Okay, so let's get started. And yeah. All right, so just come to element. I just want to show you and search for football logo. Okay, and you should see a lot. Oh, sorry, I went to the wrong place. Rather come to element and search for football logo. So football logo. All right, so this is what we have. Once we come into graphics, you should see a lot of them that you can choose from. But I would go into my recently used because I have a number of them in there. So feel free to choose the ones you want to work with. Okay, and I will come here. This is the first one. I will place it here and increase the size just a little bit. Okay, then I'll add a second one. I would also want to place it here. The size is almost the same, so I'll just leave it the way it is. And this one too, I'll place it here. Make sure it's aligned properly, and we can add this one too and leave it here. Okay, so now that we have all of this, we want to also change the colors because I want them to stand out. So let's make it white. Let's make this one white. This one also white. And this one is also white. Okay. Now let's also add some text. Okay. So press T on the keyboard again. So we'll just move this here and we want to edit it. So this can be Hangover FC. Okay. So Hangover FC. And for the team names, I would want to make them bold. Okay. So we'll just make them bold and we'll increase the size a little bit. Okay, then we'll just also position it here. Then we can duplicate this font or this text and just place it here. Now we'll take the bold off, and this can be for the date. So you can just say Sunday 9th March. Okay, so 2025, right? And we'll just make this a bit smaller and change the alignment so that we don't have to be struggling with the alignment. So just make sure that all text are aligned to the left. Okay, and we'll keep it like this. This lady should go in a little bit. Okay, that's nice. Then the time we can just say 6:30 p.m. Okay, GMT. So this can be the time. So you can just select all, duplicate it and just place it here. Duplicate it, make sure it's centered and duplicate. Okay, and you can see this is what we have at the moment. So we will just now have to edit all of these things. So I can say THYNK Unlimited FC. Okay. Then this one can be VORCELLEFC. Then this one too can be Rimbero FC. Okay, so that's all. For the remaining information, you can just tweak it according to how you want to have it. All right. Then with the club, let's say this lady is playing for, let's assume this is the club badge. Okay, so First of all, I just have to select all of this and move it up a little bit. Okay, so that the club badge can be here. I'm just going to make it white. Okay, so white, make the inner white black. Okay, because of what we have over here. And I may just have to reduce the size a little bit. Then press L on your keyboard to add a line. Okay, then come to the line style and increase the weight. Then we can just also change the color to make it green. Okay, and duplicate it again. We would want to add the team name. So we can just duplicate any of this and see Super Strikers. Super Strikers. Okay, FC. So this is cool, and we can have this line over here, and everything's looking cool. So you can see this is what we have. The last thing we can even just do is to duplicate this line and just bring it here, just to make everything beautiful. And if you want, you can send this line to the back. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed it. You had some fun designing this with me. Just in case you're looking for more tutorials, look, just feel free to like and subscribe to this channel. The name is Benjamin. I have a lot of templates you can try out. The links can be found in the description box below. Always remember, there is no limit to creativity, and I should see you in my next video. Peace.